We are kicking off things, of course, with our segment Social Media Uncensored. We're about to unleash a whirlwind of insights and inspiration that'll shake up your social media game like never before.
Yes, and so today we're talking about, and we're going to unpack podcasts, guys. I absolutely love podcast marketing because let's face it, who doesn't love a good podcast these days? Today we're here to unpack the power of podcast marketing, guys. I'm excited because I absolutely love podcasts. And let's face it, who does not love a good podcast these days? Podcasts have transformed the mere entertainment to a powerful tool for education, inspiration, and yes, marketing. So they have become the go-to platform for sharing stories, knowledge, and connecting with audiences on a deeper level. And guess what? They're also a gold mine. Guys, I actually teach this in my business coaching for people to use platforms to connect, to collaborate. And so they are a huge gold mine for marketing opportunities. So whether you're hosting your own show or being a guest on someone else's podcast, they offer incredible potential for reaching new audiences and building your brand. And I know that they've added to this platform. What are your thoughts about this, Claudia? What do you think about podcasts?
I can't agree more.
Yeah.
A few years ago, when I started my podcast, one of the things I'd read is that podcasts are growing every single day because they're so accessible. And it really only requires you to have a microphone if you want to have good audio, and an audience, which you can build an audience, right? But having something that people are interested in learning more about is the easiest way to connect to more people. Yeah. And what I love about podcasts is you can reach people all over the world, right? Because all they have to do is know where your podcast is aired, listen to it, and they can be vibing with you. So I agree. If you have an online business, even a physical brick and mortar, you might want to add a podcast component to build your expertise, visibility, and to reach more people. Yeah. But I do think it takes work. And so many people don't realize how much podcasting takes when it comes to consistency and delivering to your audience.
I agree with you 1,000%. And you know that YouTube, I am Queen YouTube, right? That's where I build my community. And even video podcasting has become a thing. YouTube jumped right into it. And now for certain creators, they have podcast tabs. And this is a whole nother way for people to actually leverage and reach these audiences. And let me talk to you about monetizing, because people watch podcasts differently, right? They will stay on the podcast for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. When you add like the video component, even to the audio, which is really what podcasts are known for, we now have creators, influencers, brands making a ton of money because they've added this to content they essentially already have. It's brilliant.
Excellent. Podcast marketing has emerged as a powerful way to build trust and authority. And more marketers are turning to podcasting as an informative way to build a brand. Several companies create podcasts now, and these podcasts largely focus on product explainers, customer experiences, industry trends, or case studies. The goal is to create audio stories that can lead to an emotional connection with customers, build authority, and encourage word of mouth marketing. I love it. So Terry, what do you think about this? How do you think people can spice up their audio game to make our listeners feel like they are part of the fam? Because you have done mega marketing by connecting with your community through YouTube. So what are the tips you have for podcasters today?
No, absolutely. And so let me just say, it's really about knowing your audience, creating a connection, creating a community, and giving value. And I think that so many times as business owners, as influencers, as entrepreneurs, we're thinking about, okay, I want to talk to the most people. We want to keep it broad in general, but I find that the reverse is actually true. You can have a super specific niche, a super specific type of business, a super specific type of product or service. And those people, if you're talking directly to them through your podcast, whether it be audio or video, you will start to attract those people. And because they find value in what you're giving, they can relate to your story, what you're talking about, your brand, your mission, look, your purpose. They will rock with you. Like, you literally can create a 7-figure brand with a solid 100, 1,000 people that really just rock with you and actually see the value of investing in your products and your services as well. So I think it's about, knowing who your audience is, being clear about adding value, creating community, not doing what everybody else is doing, and being authentic. And then if you do have a product or service, make sure you let people know how they can invest to get additional support.
I couldn't agree with you more. One of my favorite podcasts that I actually listen to these days is all about email marketing. And what I love about it is each episode is short. They're about 7 minutes or less, and they focus on one aspect of email marketing. So that kind of leads me to the next thing I wanted to talk about today, which is the importance of building an email marketing sector in your business. Email marketing may not be as flashy as social media, but it is incredibly effective. What do you think, Terry?
It is, look, beyond effective, it is necessary. Come on, somebody. Let me just say that you never, as a brand, as a business owner, even if you are just monetizing your side hustle, and I mean it, because people are making 6 figures with their side hustles. So you can still have a full-time job and be doing something on the side that's making you money, but you never want to have all your eggs in one basket. You never want to rely solely on social media. So email marketing, and again, this is a success business principle. You want to own your, you want to own your audience. You want to own the content information. If say your Facebook gets hacked or your Instagram gets hacked, or a platform goes away. Look, what happened to MySpace? What happened to all these other platforms? You don't want to have this great big brand and then all of a sudden it goes away or something happens. You have no way to reach your community, your loyal clients and customers. So an email list is essential. You want to essentially take people off of social media and get them into your internal CRM, your internal systems. That way, when you have launches, you have specials, you have contests, you have new products or services, you're connecting with those people. So email marketing can be like the unsung hero of marketing, but it allows you to connect, it allows you to stay connected, and it allows you to own the content information for your actual people. So it's nurturing relationships, and it also drives sales like nobody's business. Get a lead magnet, get people off of social media, get them on your email list.
Absolutely. I tell people all the time, your email list is a genuine asset. And I've actually seen people monetize even their email list, because you can sell things in your email. You can also charge people to be featured in your emails. You can charge brands to be mentioned in your emails, and you can even sell your email list, right? If you sell your business, you could sell that as a totally separate asset. I've seen that over and over again when companies have sold, when they're ready to be acquired, they have sold their email list separate from the company itself because it has its own value. So let's not forget about using emails to connect with our audiences, as well as to build our businesses and our brands.
Absolutely love it. And I use email marketing heavy, so I literally co-sign every last thing you just said, Aquania, okay? So that's right. Let's go ahead and embrace the hustle and get creative. Have fun with your email list. Really provide information that you know that they would value, that nurtures them, and that allows them to create that deeper connection with you. So we want you to stay connected with us, family. Sit back and relax, because when we come back, be ready to be inspired and empowered, because we're about to introduce to you someone who's making waves in the world of entrepreneurship. Valerie Irving is next.
Hey, beautiful people, it's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.